you're out of the United Kingdom. Well, great man. I need to I need to get my listenership up there. Popped up. Not much people listen to me over there. What happened? The time of the night.
But the time of the night and we have unseasonal heat.
Yes.
So that
I tell you what I'm going to do.
reasons.
I'm going to do some premiere for UK and then I premiere it when you guys are up
Oh yes, oh
on
yes.
YouTube.
But hello, I earlier this weekend I was tempted and I had to fight hard to resist the temptation because I I was there musing on whether I could fly down and just go and capture a nice piece of land I've been driving past when I go down near me.
Yes.
And I've been having dreams so much how I'm going to build a nice piece of thing on it.
Yes.
You know? Because I hear say I can chop the line.
Well, oh my goodness. Boy, I tell you. Boy.
So,
Start with that, Dr. Russell.
yeah,
You are in the UK.
yes.
If I mean I see Nigel Farage he made a mess of himself and but he resigned his seat
Yes.
got into a by-election. He's under investigation again. If a
Yes.
UK parliamentarian had said this, do you think they would survive?
Um, Gosh, something of that magnitude when it comes to law, encouraging people to break the law. I doubt he would survive that 7 days, as you say, 7 days in the UK political lifeline.
Yeah.
You know, especially as it relates to encouraging people to willfully break the law.
Yeah.
Because that's what the statement was.
Yeah. You are you surprised? Sorry, are you surprised, Dr. Russell, that the Jamaican political landscape has come to this, where one of our parliamentarians said that, and more than 48 hours after, the leader of the party hasn't even made a comment?
Well, the leader of the party went with him down to Cooper's Pen and took pictures with him. So the leader of the party is probably saying, well, this is one of the positions of the party. Because after all, some of the surrogates who have been coming out here online, I've heard nothing but anarchy from them. I've heard people recommending light fire to hotels.
What?
You know, what will happen to the workers? When you light fire to the hotels, what will happen to the workers? What will happen to their jobs? The same poor people who you're fighting for, what's going to happen? Are you going to give them a job? I hear they're calling for anarchy. Just go around and steal. Squatting is legal. Just take land. So what is this? What's going on here? And at the same time, sir, I hear from a lot of people, especially in diaspora, who are worried. They want to go down to Jamaica now because they have a plot of land, a piece of 2x4, and they're worried that people are going to go out and chop the line and take over these land. So the PNP government is, I would say, taking Jamaica through a traumatic process, a psychological trauma at the moment. The people are on a trauma. The Jamaica is being traumatized by the wielding, the propaganda machine, and just a total lack of respect and law and order. You win, you lost an election. Go and then come back, articulate a vision. Because I asked a question, up to this day, I have not heard the PNP articulate a vision for when they will form the next government.
Yes.
All they have been doing is causing problem, traumatizing the Jamaican people. Every day the Jamaican people wake up, they're going through one trauma when Buster and fire, this going on, people, this, Desmond Mackenzie, this, that, sick, almost dead. They're taking the Jamaican people through a litany of trauma instead of articulating a vision for Jamaica. This is what we will do to create a beautiful Jamaica. I know I don't hear it.
Uh-huh.
So the PNP is interested in power, and the JLP1 government is interested in governing. It's just crazy. This person come out live on air and say, go down there, even if you weren't a part of the land, chop off a piece of wood. Chop off a piece of wood and show the government so you get a piece. That would never stand in the UK. That would never stand. And now they are openly encouraging, I hear them on the platform, people to squat, say it's free land.
Uh-huh.
We own it, go and take land. So again, they're just, it's like, I'm not sure if it's a strategy or it's just them chaka-chaka-ness. But they are just taking Jamaica through a collective process of trauma.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Tell me something, Dr. Russell. When you listen to the court rulings on this matter, what comes to your mind? How do you feel about it?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The law is not my forte and speciality. You know, I'm an academic educationalist. I study education and research in education. And I shy away from legal issues.
Yes.
Anything with law send my brain wrangling. And I read some parts of the document, but I'm not done like some people read fully through. But from what I've been hearing and listening, especially to Emily Shields' brilliant exposition on the matter.
Yes.
It seemed that in the end, somebody tried to cheat the justice system.
Yes.
Cheat the justice system. It seemed that the previous government wasn't very honest, was dishonest, and plays a part in this whole malarkey, this whole confusion. And what I gather from this process is that again, you see, Mr. Holness, right, Honorable Prime Minister, is a consequential Prime Minister, because I think he is a Prime Minister that is cleaning up a lot of the mess of bad, poor governance in Jamaica. That what you must understand during what we have in here, speak about the UK, Andy Burnham was elected, he articulated it. He said, what we are now experiencing in the UK in 2026 was the mess that was left by Margaret Thatcher in the 80s. That's how much of a mess one government can leave. It can leave such a trail of mess that by the time it comes to Mr. Holness, so now everybody is looking for him to fix the issue of squatting,
and he gets a lot of blame for things he did not create.
And they also want him to fix it right away.
Yes.
They want him to fix it right away. And if him don't fix it, him wicked. And him love the poor. So in one say, I have great empathy for the Prime Minister, because he has inherited a broken system that was broken. The financial crisis in the 90s, the crash, the one-ton, what they used to do, see a piece of land, they go take it, go build something on it. That now we are dealing with. This is now a symptom of what we are dealing with. The idea that that government used to do, see land they go build, and then people build really poor structures on the land. So when storm come like Melissa, the Prime Minister again have to clean that up, because it mash up a lot of those poor structures that they were building on these illegal land. And nobody's willing to give this government the grace to deal and clean up. They want it done right away. But they sit down under 18 years of governance under the PNP and never bat an eyelid.
Yes.
I can't get that, sir, my neighbor.
Yes.
So I have confidence, sir, that this government will finally put the squatting issue bed to rest.
Yes.
And I say that because Mr. the Prime Minister is a thoughtful man. If you notice the Prime Minister, there's many things people can say about him. He's not an irrational man. You notice him don't run, come out like the rest of them, go down a Cooper's Pen, go take photo up.
Yes.
The Prime Minister is a deep, thoughtful, rational man who is policy driven, who takes the time to look at policy. And so I believe that he's going to put that matter to rest. At least attempt to deal with this elephant that we have fed and allowed to grow. He's a very measured man. He don't run, come out and gone, everywhere, and not pan just for a photo up.
Brilliant analysis, Dr. Russell.
Thank you, sir.
I haven't spoken to you since the last election.
The last election, yes.
Yeah, in terms of how you see the politics going forward, do you think that the PNP is fearful that they probably will remain in opposition for a fourth term, and that this is driving the psychological trauma of which you speak?
Well, hello, my neighbor. It's not me and you say no, it's a voice note said.
Yes.
The voice note said it.
Yes.
It came from their camp that they are afraid that NARA, this effort will be a success because what it does is going to bypass all the sabotage, all the roadblocks that the PNP knows how to put in place, that they have been doing for years through their civil society, quote unquote, through their parish councils. They frustrate the system and they make the system not to look like it's working. They do it in the health sector. I have colleagues who are nurses. I have been in the education sector. Yeah, they frustrate the system when the JLP is in government and then say, look here, the government wicked, they don't care about us teachers and the picnic. So they are afraid because what is happening, they are seeing before their eyes, is how quickly the government is able to get certain things done that used to be in the pipeline for many years.
Yes.
Remember the pipeline used to be clogged up?
Oh, clog up, brother. we were going to be pothole free by 2023. That was never came out of the pipeline either. Bobby Pickersgill Guild pipeline. I hope when and if he does, and I'm not putting that on him, that comes to all of us, that somebody will remind us that he's the pipeline minister.
And sir, my final point, they know that the Prime Minister, again, who is measured and thoughtful, sat down and decided to choose somebody with impeccable character history. So they try to taint him, but it wouldn't stick, because that was a vice note plan. Somebody who will be able to push Nara through the army general. And so they know that with such a man, they know that Mr. Holness didn't go and pick up any person from the street. He picked somebody that he knows will execute the job. So they're afraid. Because guess what, Mr. Labor? I have never met somebody who step up from this poor mentality and vote PNP.
Never?
No, sir. Anybody, when I was growing up and my group in college, they come into college poor, my mother poor. From them leave college and step up, them to the bother with PNP. Because PNP mentality is to say, you're poor, you suffer.
Oh God. Doctor.
And we know, sir, that in Jamaica, you have people who are incredibly poor because they are either, you have elderly, indigent, very, very sick, disabled, And that's why you have poor relief and the government aid to help these people. But there are people that the PNP are telling are poor. They are in poverty of choice. Because in my era when I grew up, where I grew up, when a girl can hold a party that costs 1.2 million with the NSC and the boom and the ear and outfit, she not poor.
I tell you what.
She not poor. It's a poverty of choice. And she get up when the party done and she gone out and say the government wicked. She hungry, she has suffer. But she just blow 1.2 million at a party.
So mother. That you what your government not keep part to.
Yeah.
You see?
Good, that's right.
So the PNP try to feed these people and tell them that the poor them must suffer. Yeah? And once the people realize, but hey, I can wait. I can go there so I can go get some crab and lobster and feed myself. I don't have to walk and beg the MP to give me nothing. Once they realize that, they don't talk about PNP no more.
Oh my God. Oh. Boy, Dr. Russell, you've given us a lot to think about, sir. I want to thank you.
Neighbor?
Hello? Yes. Yes, Matsik.
Yes. I just want to, one observation I've got here. I've observed since last week, your platform have been intruded on.
Intruded?
Intruded. A lot of intruders are coming over here and a whole heap of them. I can see it in the comment and no one just pop up on the screen. But let me tell you why, neighbor. And this platform is where the consciousness, the truth is spoken. The PNP, them are listen. And them are try everything in them power to agitate the process. So them send some little waste people come over here and they do what they just did for a while. So Dr. Russell...
From the view that the hardship that has been visited...
Sorry.
You understand, Dr. Russell? I'm saying to Dr. Russell that I apologize on behalf of for these people.
Oh man, no man, I ignore those things.
I've watched the comments a lot of time, neighbor, and I see a lot of people coming here trying to be negative, trying to bash whatever I said. But you know, we're not paying that no mind, because that's not important, that's trivial. The important thing is to focus on the things that affect Jamaica and affect the people of Jamaica. That is what this platform is for.
Fantastic.
So that's what I want to say, neighbor.
Okay. All right, Doc, thank you so much for tonight. You hear, man?
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Hello, good night.
Lovely.
Good night.
Good night, Herbert. Hi.
How is everybody?
You're not going to cuss bad words, sir?
Come on, neighbor. Come on.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
I'm a bit worried. I'm a poor person trying to put things together for my generation.
Uh-huh.
And if the government don't deal with this situation, let me wonder, because I bought a piece of property, in a subdivision. And I keep on asking, if it's still there in terms of,
Oh my.
is there anybody on it?
Oh gosh.
You're
overseas, sir?
No, I'm in Jamaica.
Oh my. What is...
Where I'm at now, no, I have to buy something to live a generational wealth. And I'm worried that by the time my kids are ready and hand it over to them, hopefully that nobody go on it, even though I'm paying the taxes for it. Now it will be so unfair.
Yes.
I think the government need to revisit this issue of land ownership.
Yes.
You buy your land and you're paying the taxes, or for some reason 10 or 15 years down the line, you're never ready to develop it yet.
Yes.
Yes. The right moment wasn't there yet. And then lo and behold, you come back, you realize there's somebody on it. You try to get them off. It's a whole heap of problem because of how much more than probably more than almost half the value what you pay for the property. This is so unfair. And I wish the government will do something on it. Yes, there are people who really need help, but that don't mean that they should go on property that hard-earned work, hard laboring Jamaican, other Jamaican work, toil for years. Sometimes you wonder if the mortgage on it, NEC gonna take back the land, the bank you borrow money, the bank can send a right to you. Sometimes you have a headache, can't sleep.
True.
You have to find money to pay to pay your mortgage. If not, you're gonna lose it. And I wish the government come out with something more standardable to discourage this practice. And hopefully I'm very sorry about the those persons. And most time politicians do things and we don't listen carefully. And when they do say things and encourage us to do things, we just, because we're in a situation, we just went ahead, we don't analyze it. Said, boy, is he telling me something that is beneficial to me and also for my generation to come? And they may say something, and then in the longer run, you realize that you were tricked. I said, boy, you spend so much time on this, I'll give up. You will fight it, you win or lose. And that's why we are in this situation, And maybe I wish Trevor Monroe and sorry to call his name, and Lambert Bourne come out, and in the Cold War situation in the 70s coming up, what really happened. You tell people, boy, you're gonna have much acre land, you're gonna get this from them and share it up to everybody. Everybody needs to get a piece of the pie without working for it. I wish they could come out and say, what they were preaching, it wasn't what the little man like myself understood it should be. I'll get a lot of education, and it's a very tough situation, and I hope that the government really deal with it to protect even the poor who have worked hard, toiled hard to own a piece of this rock.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And I think you are very, 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 very good point. And I hope that the government is listening to you, that people are concerned about land that they own and what protection will come to it, because this is getting very serious. Very serious, Herbert.
That's true.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, guys, I'm running out of time. It's 9 o'clock. Let's rush in to head to the curtains. Untold stories.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Hi.
Yes, I do believe that people can have disagreements without using profanity.
Yes.
You can discuss situations without using profanity.
Well, I don't have no problem with bad word, sir. It's just that I don't want it up here.
Yes, earlier.
You understand me? You can
Yes,
Jamaican bad word is, to me, is just bad word. I mean, I don't know. I said I don't know how we come up with this thing about bad word. But for what it is worth, there are certain places that those words are not to be used.
Welcomed.
Right. And from we start out, we say we don't want nobody come up here and cuss no bad word, because me no cuss bad words. Well, me no cuss it up here.
This is what I know about land.
Yes.
When it comes to adverse possession.
Hold on. Untold stories. You sound a little distant from your microphone.
You hear me clearly?
You have to speak up a little more.
Yeah, you hear me clearly now?
But
A little bit up. Right.
All right. So when it comes to adverse possession,
what is adverse possession?
When you claim, they say that you have to be on the property for 12 years when it's private, but 60 years when it's owned by the crown or the government, and you try to get a title.
Untold stories, you will have to speak louder. The listeners are not able to hear you.
You're not here. I don't know what the microphone.
Yeah, just speak up a little, man. Your baby asleep?
Sir, you can speak a little louder?
What would have to shout?
well, okay. Let's see what we can work with it. Go ahead.
All right. I want to draw your attention to an article that came out in the Gleaner today that was speaking to the Trelawney incident, where they got in contact with the daughter of the late Mr. Chillum, and she was giving her side of the story and what is happening in the family.
Uh-huh.
Did you read it?
No, not yet.
Yeah, man. I think it gives an eye into what is really taking place.
Well, that's great.
Yes. But I think this situation would have to be handled by the government. I think the government would have to intervene and relocate the people.
Relocate them?
Because, yes.
Hold on, sir. The government is to intervene and relocate them?
Yeah, I think that's what is going to happen.
But then, sir, you can't ask the government to intervene and relocate a whole set of people. That's not the government. How is the government to intervene and relocate them? The government must determine where they live and where they go.
But what I was reading in the article, they were saying that the property is owned by New Falmouth. But under New Falmouth, you have investors.
Well, sir, I tell you this truth. I'm not happy with where I live. I wonder if the government could have come relocate me. Because me want somewhere too.
Well, this being an emergency situation, I think.
But my situation is also an emergency. How do you determine emergency?
Well, I think when the government have that meeting with the different ministries, I think they will have to determine that. But as to what I'm reading in the article, where the will came into play, where the gentleman died leaving a will, and someone being left out of the will, and now that is in court also. So the estate is not settled when it comes to the property.
And the defendant appeared.
Sorry about that.
Yes, so the will is not yet settled when it comes down to the gentleman's estate.
We let me tell you something, you see, sir. We have to be careful that we are not creating a welfare state where we get this impression that government is somehow responsible for people's lives and existence. That's not the role of government, sir. It's not the role of government. And I'm not saying that government must not intervene to provide the poor, those that are in need, with assistance. That's why you have PATH and you have all the social programs. But I think, sir, that we have to examine, quite frankly, I believe, if I were advising the Minister of Social Security, I would reform PATH. I would reform PATH, because PATH, to me, PATH is wrong. The way PATH is being administered is wrong. Okay? Because me see people take PATH money, come buy one case of tissue. Me don't know if them have diarrhea down at them house or what. But I can't see how PATH money come buy one case of tissue, sir. How comes? That's not right. You understand what I'm saying to you? Your belly can't run so much under PATH. PATH need to be reformed, sir. But that's for another discussion. You see, the fact is, government employs people at hospitals, at schools, for sweep road and all. Why can't people be employed in these services and receive a stipend at the end of the month through the PATH program? We cannot create dependence, sir.